It's like a war zone.
The haunting images are burned into memory and just as tormenting 10 years later.
I knew we were being attacked. I had actually screamed.
Nearly 3,000 Americans were killed.
I have a lot of friends that are in the union and worked in those buildings.
We drove into the city the day after under a cloud of debris and thick smoke, the once majestic Twin Towers missing from the city's signature skyline.
Even now it moves you to tears. How do you feel when you're missing an arm or, an appendage? It was an extension of us.
The streets were littered with ghastly debris, which people scooped up, grasping onto any link to their missing friends.
Unless you were there, it's hard to describe what you saw. It was bad.
The last time we were here in front of the old New York City Armory, it was a sea of people, bringing dental records, posting flyers, searching in vain for their lost loved ones.
He left behind 2 beautiful children and myself.
In the middle of the mayhem, former President Bill Clinton arrived. In this, his first interview after the attacks, he offered a comforting hug, since he too had lost friends.
They'll figure out who did it, and then they'll figure out what to do about it.
The country was and still is at war. A decade later, 9/11 mastermind Osama bin Laden is dead, but the threat of a dirty bomb near Times Square has police patrolling with radiation detectors for the anniversary.
I think it's horrible. It's horrible.
Once again, many turn to historic St. Patrick's Cathedral, just like in 2001, when people collapsed in tears at her great doors. Although no clergy or official prayer service is part of Sunday's ceremony, St. Pat's is where hundreds of firefighters and just as many civilians wanted to be on Saturday.
We're here to support the families of the people that were murdered that day.
It's clear this city and the nation are still standing strong, united against terror.
It was very moving. It makes me feel how grateful I am for all the freedoms that I have here in this country.
In New York City, Suxanne Stratford, Fox 8 News.